part of the Georgia State Historic Site and Parks Division. It was created back in the 1930s as part of a New Deal program and has become one of the best preserved Mississippian Indian sites in the Southeast. It's located in Bartow County, just south of Cartersville, Georgia. It consists of three mounds that date back to around 1100 AD, including several smaller mounds. There is also a visitor center and a museum on the site that contains countless artifacts and an interpretive center talking about the site and the wider history of the Mississippian Indian culture. My grant proposal focuses on the Friends of the Etowah Indian Mounds, a subdivision of the Friends of the Georgia State or Georgia Historic Sites and Parks Division. This is a nonprofit volunteer organization that does things like sponsor area cleanups, improvements, and also an annual living history demonstration that brings in reenactors to the site um, to do demonstrations in a reconstructed Mississippian village, as well as archaeologists that will come in and speak on the latest findings at that site and other Mississippian cultural sites. My grant proposal is to aid the Friends of the Etowah Indian Mounds in some of their restoration projects. The two big ones right now that they are involved in is continuing the construction of their recreated Mississippian Indian village and also to restore the native plants to the mounds. To prevent erosion, Kentucky bluegrass was planted over the entire site to save the erosion of the mounds. However, Kentucky bluegrass, despite its name, is not native to Georgia. So what the organization has been doing slowly is creating patches of native grass and replacing the Kentucky bluegrass with the goal of eventually covering the entire mounds with this grass and other native plants. They are also working on a garden that contains native vegetables, as they would have been raised at the time that Etowah was occupied. Money given to the Friends organization would also help in cleanups and help bring in more speakers and draw attention to the park and publicity for it for the various activities that they have there. Etowah Indian Mounds is one of the smaller parks and historic sites in the state, but it's also one of the oldest and definitely a treasure for Georgia, and we should do everything we can to try to preserve it.